So the Oakwood division is where all the parent stock is. So that's where we have our breeders on the turkey side and also our sows on the hog side. So we'll produce the baby poults and the baby pigs for our market animals in the Port Recovery division.
Our job is to try and make sure that we get the most high quality eggs to the hatchery so that we can sell high quality poults to our customers. Part of our customer is ourselves at Port Recovery, and then when we have other customers that we sell the poults to outside of our company.
A brood barn is where we receive day-old poults or baby turkeys. It's a little bit tighter of a barn, so there's not any drafts. And from 1 day until about 6 weeks, we raise this bird to about 4.5, 5 pounds. It's a lot tighter barn and it's a warmer barn, so they get a good start. Those babies can be really susceptible to drafts and cold air, so we try and keep it warmer than a normal barn where the bigger birds are raised. Some of the responsibilities in the brood barn would be washing waters daily, making sure the animals have feed, walking around, making sure there's no water spills, the air quality is fresh, maybe tilling litter, recording water consumption. So there's a lot of detail that goes in a brood barn because they're young animals. You're dealing with a day-old poult. So you want to give them a good start as far as nice clean conditions and fresh water and fresh food.
After the poults are 6 weeks old and leave the brood barn to go to what we call the breeder replacement barn. So they start there at 7 weeks and they're going to stay there a total of 23 weeks or until they're 29 weeks old.
Basically what we're doing is we're conditioning that bird to be a hen to where it can lay eggs.
After the birds leave the grow-out barn, they go to the hen farm. At that time, they go from 8 hours of light they had in the grow-out farm to at least 14 hours of light. When they go through that light increase, that is what causes them to start their egg production. After 2 or 3 weeks of that increased light, they will start laying eggs. And roughly every hour from 7 o'clock in the morning till 6 at night, 7 days a week, the gathers go around and gently push the turkey out of the nest and pick up the egg. And then they bring that up to the egg house, and they have to make sure that they go through, and we only want the best egg. So if there's a cracked egg or a dirty egg or too small of egg, we call those cull eggs.
We have 2 hatcheries that can set about 18 million eggs a year, and of those 18 million eggs, about 15 million will hatch into poults. And with that, about 51% of those poults will be toms, and 49% of those poults will be hens. Some of the responsibilities of the team members at the hatchery is to receive the eggs in from the farms. We have to set the eggs in the incubators, and then once the eggs are in the incubators, they're there for 25 days. Then at the 25th day, it's called transfer, and we'll swap the eggs from an incubator to a hatcher. So it goes from like an egg crate to a tray to where the animals, once they do hatch, they can get up and move around.
At the end of the day, our goal is to bring all these different processes together, the nutrition, the biosecurity, the health of the animals, the safety of our employees. We want to bring that all together to produce a healthy pig to ship out to our grow-out barns, whether it's up here in the Northwest Ohio area, Defiance County, Paulding County, or down around Mercer County, where those contract farmers will take care of those pigs. That is ultimately our goal on the sow farms, is to produce good, healthy pigs to send down to those guys. A GDU is one of our gilt development units, and that's where the young breeding stock is brought in at about 50 pounds, and they'll stay there for about 3 months until we transfer them out to a sow unit where they will continue on the process before becoming a sow. At a GDU, they do a lot of just your basic choring, making sure the animals have food, water, and good ventilation. Those are the 3 most important things.
Once the gilts are moved from the acclimation barn into the breeding barn, they're bred and then moved into a gestation pen, and they stay there until they're ready to move into the farrowing barn to have their babies. The team members in the farrowing barn, there is one for day 1 care, which is taking care of the newborn piglets, and they just make sure that they get all their first shots and they're healthy and their moms are fed and healthy too.
It's really important for us to have our own breeding stock. from the time those animals are very young until they do become mature, so that we can provide the care for them that we want to provide, and that way we can monitor their health, because health, in addition to things like the safety and the care of the animals, health is incredibly important to us too. So that's why we go to all the great lengths of the showering and the different biosecurity measures, is to protect their health.